Hello, Leigh Ross. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. We are now in URX. You are going to play tonight.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Good. I always come early to see what's going on, see the vibe, see how people are reacting, see the crowd, see if anyone plays the same songs as I want to play. But yeah, it's good. I think it's got something good out there, and I'm sure it will build and become strong.
That's interesting. Let's tell people more about you. Who is Leigh Ross?
Well, I'm Scottish, born and raised, lived in Spain for 8-9 years of my life, then went back to Scotland, stayed and settled myself back in my home country, but wasn't for me. It was too cold. I wanted to get out. I felt I could do more. So I eventually took an opportunity that first took me to Bahrain, where I worked for a large corporate company, managed things between Bahrain, Kuwait and Khobar in Saudi. Eventually got a name for myself in what I do for a living and started to get, let's say, traction. People asked me to then come to Saudi Arabia. I tried it out for a vacation and I moved to Jeddah. And then since then I've been here now almost 5.5, 6 years in Saudi.
Right.
Yeah.
And since when you started DJing?
Playing and trying with R&B music, hip hop actually, believe it or not. Like 2018 into 2019, and then when I started to explore the scene and seeing house music, melodic, house and techno peak time, and really seeing what was readily available or being played in the GCC, I would just say that I started experimenting, found my sound, and then in around 2019 officially stuck with the melodic genre and started from there. Nothing really serious, had a couple of gigs here and there. Came to Saudi 2020 and started to really take it seriously. I thought to myself, I'm getting old. If lots of people want to do a job and have a passion or a hobby, but a hobby for me can be the gym or something around wellness. And I just decided, you know what, I want my passion project before I'm 40 to kick off. I'm not 40, but yeah, I wanted to kick off and then decided, let's do this. Started trying to perfect my sound, produce my tracks, things like this, and here we are.
Was it a tough decision, or it was like really easy, or you know about it?
I think if you do something you love, it's easy, because the passion is there, so is the dedication. You want to master your product, you want to master your name, you want to master, your image, and I think that these are kind of like core ingredients into becoming who you want to be. I don't think I've ever thought that this is hard, if that would make sense, because I love it.
Yeah, it makes sense. And is there any specific artist that inspires you?
Specific, no. In all honesty, I think that every individual has their own artistry. I love, let's say as an attendee to a festival, I love everything from very minimal house up until very hard peak time techno. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm obviously going to play these genres, but I like to attend and see everyone. But I think my sound would resonate more with people like, Adriatique, mixed with Mathame, mixed with Artbat, kind of, if I was to categorize myself. But I really like having my own thing, and I try my best to put that across in my tracks. Not like copying decision, if that would make sense. There is obviously trends and patterns in the market and a lot of what people are listening to, but I think it's very important to have like your own individuality. You can categorize yourself, as I said, to be similar to someone, but it's really important to find your own identity.
And it's a longer process, like with time it becomes more clear.
Everyone will hit a stagnant process in their career, in whatever you do, with music or outside of music. It's difficult sometimes because everyone will always get to a place where you're like, okay, where do I go next? How do I get there? I think it's really important to sit down sometimes by yourself in a safe, quiet space, get your things on paper, journal, write notes on your iPhone, whatever it may be, and just, what do I want to be? And follow it. I think that's probably the best thing I would say that would kind of get everything out there for yourself.
Interesting. Leigh Ross, what do you think about the music scene in Saudi Arabia right now?
I think it's getting good. It's definitely evolving. There's so many amazing artists out there, you know, and locals. And there's obviously now non-Arabs and things living in the Saudi as well. And I think it's a combination of everything. We're all coming together. We're all playing in each other's gigs. People are curating their own events. Everyone's trying to work with the bigger partners as well, like Middle Beast, and play at Soundstorm and stuff like this. It's definitely evolving. I mean, if you look at the top 100 festivals in the world, Soundstorm got the 70-something position. I want to say 73rd or the 74th. So if you think that their first one was in 2019, and that was from 219 to 224, that's an amazing achievement. So it's definitely going somewhere.
Yeah, it's a huge, actually.
Evolving, people are learning. It's good. I like it.
And what about giving opportunities to new upcoming artists? Like, do you have any tips for them?
100%. Completely all for it. I mean, I was a new upcoming artist being in Saudi Arabia. As I said previously, I think it's really important to find your identity, work on that, network, you know, go to these privates, public events, meet the right people, connect with other DJs, see what they're doing, see if it fits with your plan, and just put yourself out there. I mean, I did maybe 4 or 5 free gigs before I started to really make something of this. I think you really need to show versatility and patience. Once it starts to happen, it is slow, but eventually it comes around and people will start to remember you. But it's also important to practice, because you can get your shot and you're not doing anything with it. So you also need to remember that, okay, I've got my shot, but I need to impress. I need to leave that long-lasting impression. I need people to say after my set, like, that was amazing, oh my God, that was so good, thank you, whatever, when are you playing again next? That feedback alone makes you feel humble, because you know that you did something good. You know that whatever you've been working on is working, but you need to always get better with every performance. The longer you do it, you'll always get better. There's never a stop point. You will always evolve. There's always new equipment. There's always new something. So I just think stick to whatever it is that you feel is right for you and work on it, and eventually things will fall in place.
Thank you. It's interesting. And we should really also give importance to the communities that give the chance to new artists, like URX, for example. So an artist also need someone to also give him the space. The artist must be ready, but also needs also the space to perform and to show his
100%
skills, let's say.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's good that there's platforms out there that you know, give people that opportunity. But like I said, you need to do something with that opportunity. So once you've finally got that, right, okay, what am I going to do with this? You know, wherever it goes after that, I think it's in your own hands. That's the good thing about this, is how are you putting your content out there on social media? How did you play? How did you set up for your set? Did you do it right? Did you check the mix on key? Did you check the leveling? Did you pick the right set for the right venue? You know, if you're playing in a house or an Afro house event, I'm not going to come in there and play peak time techno, you know. And also the curator has got to pick you, or to pick the right lineup for that event and have a seamless artistry on that lineup. So there's so many factors, but again, stick to what you do for your own self-development, and it will happen. There's something out there for everyone.
Yes, for sure. There's always, we need to have the mindset of abundance, that everybody gonna get his chance.
100%. Patience.
Yes, for sure. And we were chit-chatting before the interview, and you told me that you also have your own regular job.
Yes.
So I would like to know, how do you usually balance between your job and your DJing lifestyle?
It's difficult. I mean, I do music for radio. I do my own 9 to 5 job. I have gigs on the side. I produce my own music as well. I think it's really down to how you categorize your day. There's 24 hours in a day. You sleep for 5, 6, 8 hours of that. So you have 16 hours of your day left out of this. If you have 8 hours in your 9 to 5 job, I still have 8 hours of productive time that I could be doing something with. Minus 2 hours of that is in Riyadh traffic.
Yes, for sure. And you became a father now.
Yeah, so I do juggle a lot, and I do have to compromise sometimes. Of course I do. My family comes first. So, you know, when my wife was carrying my son, there was gigs that I turned down because it was about her importance. I took some time off. In that time, I made some tracks, got them out there, came back, played them, saw the reaction. But I think juggling your time, it's hard. I think it's down to the individual. It's just how dedicated are you? You know, first and foremost, your family comes first. Second, obviously, your job that we all make our standard bread and butter with comes second. So music for me actually comes third, in theory. But it's how you manage your time. Yeah, I think every individual learns to do that in their own way. Sometimes you sink, sometimes you swim.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to do it, you know?